Hello and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30 minutes awesome package that comprises brand news, branding focus, and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth analysis aimed at promoting the brand idea. I am Oluwabukola Omoni. Stay tuned.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
We begin with brand news, where we'll bring you the latest developments around brands and in the field of marketing and advertising in Nigeria and around the world. Now on brand news. Lagos State Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu has emphasized the unwavering commitment of the state government towards technological advancement in fostering synergy between diverse stakeholders. Sanwo-Olu stated this during the opening ceremony of the Art of Technology Lagos 5.0 conference with the theme, The Creative Economy and a Digital Lagos. In his opening remarks, the governor noted that collaboration is vital for igniting a thriving digital pulse in Lagos and to also propel the state towards a future brimming with innovation and creative expressions. He noted that over the past decade, technology has propelled a remarkable 500% increase in productivity across pivotal sectors, ranging from agriculture to manufacturing, adding that the smart city initiatives have not only enhanced the efficiencies of public services, but have also significantly elevated the overall quality of life of residents. The third edition of the National Advertising Conference, organized by the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, APCAN, came to a memorable close, even as industry leaders highlighted initiatives that can be adopted by professionals to play pivotal roles in steering the nation's strategic position and contributing to policy formulations that can drive economic development. The well-attended event with the theme Marketing Communication as an Enabler of National Transformation took place at the Bolton White Event Center, Wuse, Abuja. Speaking during the event, Dr. Lekan Fadolapo, Director General, Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ACON, noted that the objective of the conference is to evolve policies, articulate options, and identify strategies for addressing national issues, particularly those that border on the Nigeria economy at large. It was an opportunity to tackle the myriads of challenges confronting the entire economic ecosystem, as the focal point of discussions was the current economic reality in Nigeria, imperatives of a reform, economic impact of advertising in the Nigerian economy, and several other topics. It was indeed the gathering of who is who in the nation's integrated marketing, communications, and advertising industry. Award and dinner night was later held, where some brands and creative agencies were presented with ACON compliance awards. In response to mounting concerns over fraud and lapses in customer verification processes, the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System NIBSS has escalated regulatory efforts by clamping down on unlicensed financial services companies masquerading as deposit-taking institutions. The move underscores a broader industry push for enhanced regulatory enforcement to safeguard consumers. In a memo addressed to banks, fintechs, and payment providers, NIBSS explicitly cautioned against listing companies with switching payment processes and super agent licenses as beneficiary institutions during bank transfers. Ngova Nyeme Nwankwo, the Executive Director of Business Development at NIBSS, emphasized that this practice contravenes the Central Bank of Nigeria's guidelines on electronic payments. It was a fun-filled and delightful moment as Goodnight Hygiene Company, makers of Bessence sanitary pads and Libre's baby diaper, held a 2-day exciting campaign tagged Healthy Beginnings, Happy Future, which kicked off at Queen's College, Yaba, to enlighten students on the need to promote and nurture feminine hygiene.
BeeSense is not merely a sanitary pad. It's not. It's like a guardian angel.
The leading sanitary and diaper brand on the second day also stamped the entire popular Okiari market with the same campaign, which the managing director, John Gian, revealed that he was focused on tapping into the enthusiasm of the consumers within the season of Christmas to create stronger connections between the brand and their love for both BeeSense and Librace.
This is the beginning of a strong brand. And where do you want to start your reputation and build your brand name? I think this is the right place.
The elated ambassador, whose presence ignited the entire environment with emotional expressions for consumers, said the awareness creation of the campaign will further reposition the two brands.
My advice to the ladies out there who have not used BeeSense is that they should try and use BeeSense sanitary pads. The women, the nursing mothers who haven't used Librace baby diapers should also try use it because they would love it.
The campaign came to a happy end with a commitment to consistently evoke emotion to build deeper connections as many smiled home with free packs, courtesy of Goodnight Hygiene Company, makers of BeeSense sanitary pad and Librace diaper. That was brand news. Next is Branding Focus right after the break.
Your flight will be ready shortly, ma'am.
Thank you. Breakfast in Paris. Lunch in London. This could be you. And there's more. Hey, Mai, tell them more.
Of course. Now this is what I call a win. And this could be you too in the Globe Festival of Joy promo.
By recharging 50,000 Naira or more within a month, you could be among our 100 winners who will win business class tickets from Lagos to Paris to London. If you recharge 100,000 Naira or more in a month, you could be one of the many winners of a premium bungalow in Nigeria. The more you recharge, the more your chances to win.
How was your flight?
Delicious.
Glow Unlimited. Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on Branding Focus. The recent announcement by Protea and Gamble to dissolve its on-ground operations in Nigeria has sent shockwaves through the country's business landscape, sparking a range of reactions and raising concerns about the broader economic climate. Citing challenges in the volatile foreign exchange market and other business unfriendly issues, P&G plans to transition Nigeria into an import-only market, effectively ending its physical presence in the country. This decision, while impacting P&G's operations directly, also raises broader questions about the long-term viability of multinational corporations operating in Nigeria. P&G's Chief Financial Officer, Andre Shelton, attributed the strategic shift to the difficulties of operating as a dollar-dominated organization in Nigeria's current macroeconomic environment. The company's decision follows a similar move by GlaxoSmithKline (GSK) earlier this year, further highlighting the concern over the forex crisis and its impact on multinationals. The volatile exchange rate has led to significant foreign exchange losses for fast-moving consumer goods company in Nigeria, with estimates reaching 452.2 billion naira in the first half of 2023 alone. This challenging economic backdrop has undoubtedly played a major role in P&G's decision to exit the Nigerian market. P&G's departure, along with other similar exits by multinational companies, raises concern about the potential impact on local consumers. With a reduced manufacturing presence and increased reliance on imports, there are fears that the availability of certain products may be affected, potentially leading to price hikes and limited access for consumers. While some have expressed concerns over P&G's exit, others see it as an opportunity for local businesses to fill the void and capture market share. The overall reaction has been mixed, highlighting the complex dynamics at play and the diverse perspectives on the company's decision. P&G's exit from Nigeria serves as a wake-up call for the government and stakeholders to address the country's economic challenges. By taking decisive action to stabilize the forex market, create a more conducive business environment, and invest in critical infrastructure, Nigeria can regain the trust of investors and create an environment where both local and multinational companies can thrive. The future of the Nigerian economy hinges on the government's ability to address these challenges effectively. Only then can Nigeria hope to attract and retain businesses like P&G, foster economic growth, and ensure the well-being of its citizens. That was Brand in Focus. Next is Industry Conversation, where we have discussions with industry thought leaders who have distinguished themselves in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. My guest today is the Chief Operating Officer of an award-winning creative agency. Join me right after the break.
It's the season to reflect on how far you've come.
Get everything done. Workout mix, please.
And the endless opportunities that lie ahead.
Guys, I'll make my decision and get back to you.
For every one of us. So here's wishing you incredible surprises.
Which one is mine?
All 8 of them.
And a prosperous new year, this season and beyond. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Welcome to the segment Industry Conversation. Today we'll be discussing with the Chief Operating Officer of the award-winning creative agency Leo Burnett Lagos. Joining me today is Mr. Tumba Batunde Shobanjo. Glad to have you join us on the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, great. Okay, so I went through your profile earlier and it talked about, having more than 13 years of, extensive experience. Now, how does that make you feel, with all of that experience, bringing on the Grand Prix at the recently concluded Life Awards?
I think for us, it's a big moment of pride. Grand Prix it's not something that's easily given out. There are a lot of creative agencies that win a lot of gold, and silver and bronze. But Grand Prix it stands out. It beats all the other ads in all categories. So for us, it's a big moment of pride for us.
Okay, great. So tell us, what are some of the outstanding works and campaigns that that have raised the bar of creative excellence at Leo Burnett so much that it brings home this Grand Prix?
Well, I have to talk about the brand that actually won the Grand Prix, which is Terra Cubes. It was one that tested our limits, but I also have to give kudos to the client as well. The ambition of the client matched our ambition, and you can't ask for anything more when you have a client that has that kind of ambition and allows you to push the boundaries of creativity, and it resulted in a Grand Prix for us.
Okay, that was well said. Now, given the stiff competition and harsh business environment that generally in the economy, What would you say attributed to all of the successes?
I would say, I mean, a lot of hard work, but I can't take all the praise myself. I have a very dedicated team of professionals that, you know, we spent nights, a lot of sleepless nights in coming up with the ideas and sitting with the client and then tearing it up and starting again. So I would definitely give a lot of kudos to the team behind the campaign.
How would you describe Leo Burnett's position in the Nigerian creative market?
I think for us, we like to look at ourselves as a niche creative agency, but we actually match the ethos of our founding fathers, and then also the ethos of Mr. Leo Burnett himself, one of the most creative agencies globally. So that standard is what cuts across all Leo Burnett's, from the ones in Brazil to the UK to the US, and even now in Nigeria. So,
now, what do you think informed the position
of Leo Burnett?
Yes.
Well, Leo Burnett globally, we work with a tool called Humankind. It's not even a tool; it's a way of being, and it's been that way since the 1930s when Leo Burnett was formed. So if you go to any Leo Burnett globally, it should be the same in terms of creativity, in terms of working culture. And, you know, because it worked in the Western market, it's supposed to work here as well. So we think global and act local. And that's the way we've always been, and that's how Leo Burnett is globally.
As a young and, you know, vibrant advertising practitioner overlooking the white air, what would you say is your assessment of the Nigerian creative market or industry?
Overlooking the white hair.
Yes.
Not so young. but yes, I'll take vibrant.
Okay.
The Nigerian creative industry, I would say it's growing.
Okay.
You know, back in the days, you used to have to go to an advertising agency to showcase your work. You know, you have an objective. But in today's day and age, you know, anyone with a cell phone is a creative. It's gone beyond traditional advertising. You see a lot of skits on YouTube, kind of indirect advertising these days. So for us, I think the industry is evolving and it's growing, and I'm actually very excited for the future of the marketing space in Nigeria and Africa as a whole.
Okay, so how would you assess Nigerian creative agencies in terms of practice and brand management?
I think we've evolved. It's not what it used to be in the days of our forefathers. A lot of times now you have a lot of clients who actually set up their own agencies in-house. So for us now, it's more or less like, you know, pushing ourselves beyond the regular advertising that we do. To be able to offer our clients solutions through innovations, through digital services. And we live in a creator's world now, so it's for us to embrace it and, you know, offer our clients more than what they're actually asking for. Okay,
great. So let me ask you, what would you say are the business principles and, you know, brand positioning strategies that has helped sustain Leo Burnett's growth trajectory?
Well, like I said, for us, you know, our founding fathers already set the principles, you know, and then also following the ethos of Leo Burnett. For us, it's about showcasing good work. And, you know, like our forefathers used to say, if you consistently do good work, and consistent is a very strong word there, fame and fortune will follow. So for us is never resting on our laurels. My creative people will come at me on this one because I say consistently, like, never rest on your laurels. What you've done yesterday is yesterday. Tomorrow you have to beat what you've done. So for us, it's always trying to do better than we did yesterday.
Okay, great. So how would you compare the Nigeria creative sector with, you know, at a global stage? How would you compare it with its global counterparts?
We're evolving. And I think just like the way Nigerian music is evolving and it's being accepted globally. Our movies are being accepted globally. I think the creative space as well is evolving into that space, and we're actually getting noticed in the Western world as well, based on our creativity and our innovations.
Okay, so what's your take on the advertising industry standards of practice, introduced by ACON, the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria?
It takes some getting used to, but we support ACON. For us, the rules that they're putting in place is for the betterment of the industry in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. And we're beginning to see even our clients, especially the international clients, are beginning to embrace it as well. It's not one size fits all. When you come into the Nigerian market, Nigeria dictates the pace for Africa. So you cannot take a strategy or something that has worked overseas. You have to localize it, and localizing it involves using our own people, using our own production houses. And for us, we welcome it and we embrace it with open arms.
Okay, so what time frame would you recommend as payment period, for media contracts by clients?
Like right away. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that in this space. But for us, anything from 30 days and below works better as a credit facility to be able to service clients. So anything more than that, you are actually stretching the agency beyond what they're capable of. Because what we sell is intellectual property. It's not a product that we're creating and we're getting money from. It's from our thinking. So being able to put that out there, it shouldn't take more than 30 days to make payment for what you actually produced.
I totally agree with you. Now let's talk about ad spend, the almighty ad spend. Mm-hmm. Now in other climes, it is always easy to get the total ad spend annually, but it's not the same in Nigeria. Why do you think this is?
Well, part of our regulation, and like I said, I have to commend ACON for what they're doing. We're now being able to gather more information. We didn't have a regulation or a body that can help us gather all this information. But now agencies are actually taking it upon themselves and, doing research, seeing what is going on and comparing it to the Western world. So even for us as a group and as a business, we have a department that is constantly monitoring what's going on in Nigeria. And we're able to put together or articulate that and actually share with our counterparts, say, this is what's going on in Nigeria. And our counterparts are actually doing the same for us. So it's more collaborative for us right now. And, we are helping each other grow.
Okay, good. So let's talk about the challenges militating against the Nigerian creative industry. What do you think those challenges are?
I won't look at them as challenges. I more or less look at them as opportunities. Like I said, before I used to think the competition was another agency, but today's day and age is anybody with a cell phone, anybody with a mobile phone. You have children today's day and age who have their own YouTube channels, and brands are actually going to them and talking to them for exposure. So I won't look at it as a challenge. Like I said, it's like there are new opportunities for us to embrace. The digital world has opened a lot of things up to us. We have a lot of creators out there. Is how do we keep on innovating? The moment we stop innovating and we look at everything as competition, then I think that's the moment we start regressing. So, like I said, it's not a challenge. There are more opportunities.
More opportunities, you say. Okay, so what does agency collaboration mean to you?
It's actually, it's a welcome idea. I work with different groups or different agencies across Nigeria. And because of the group that we work in as well, we actually collaborate with other markets, different agencies in other markets, from Ghana to South Africa, and even the UK and the US. So the collaboration it's welcoming. It's very open. I should be able to call my friend and colleague and say, "Hey, Steve Babayeko, how are you doing? How about we work on this brand together?" And I know it's something from AAAM perspective that he has been pushing as well. So for us, it's something that we embrace.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
And that's the much we can take on this week's episode of Marketing Edge on TV. Join us same time next week for the concluding part of our conversation with Mr. Babatunde Shobanjo. I am Oluwabukola Moni. Bye for now.